Is powered by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Banterra Bank. Banking with local style. The Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX are also sponsored by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. Ren Lake College. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Heartland Accounting. All Stars and Stitches. Bean Insurance. Central Christian Church. And People's National Bank. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski in the 94 Sports Mobile Studios for Mount Vernon Rams basketball. The Ren Lake College pregame show starts now.
And good evening from Changnon Gym. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside WMIX online at MyWithersRadio.com. Glad to have you with us tonight, of course, as the Mount Vernon Rams take on the Althoff Crusaders here at home from Changnon Gym. Ren Lake College pregame show and the JV game. We've already had a final there. And Danny, sometimes they say you can't go home, and it almost felt like we couldn't because this is our first home game of this season.
Well, it feels like Wizard of Oz right now. 2 clicks of the heels, and you go back home, not to Kansas, but to Changnon Gymnasium. And it's nice to be home after 7 road games, 5 at Heron, 1 at Centralia, and 1 in Effingham St. Anthony. So it's a pleasure to be here back at home. The Rams open up their home schedule against the Althoff Crusaders tonight.
Well, this is a Rams team. They come in with an overall record, I believe, of 5-2. Lost to Centralia last week, so they're 0-1 in the South 7 Conference. And in this conference race, they're already 1 step behind, but they really come in tonight with something to prove.
Well, they have to. I mean, a game last week against Centralia on the road, losing 29-25. The Rams had that 8-point lead late in the third quarter and gave it up. Obviously did not score. Turned around with a good road win at Effingham St. Anthony last Saturday afternoon, 53-51. But as we go along here, a big test here. Althoff has always been a tough test for anybody in the South 7, and we expect nothing different tonight from the Crusaders.
Well, it is certainly a wild atmosphere at Changnon Gym. Glad to have you with us on WMIX, online on MyWithersRadio.com. We'll take our first break. This is the Ren Lake College pregame show on WMIX.
Do you know what your mortgage rate is? You probably know what your monthly payment is, but your interest rate can make a big difference. With a lower interest rate, I may be able to help lower your monthly payment. Stop by People's National Bank today and ask to see me, Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist, about refinancing your current loan. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Rams leather jackets, All Stars and Stitches, Rams cheerleading jackets, All Stars and Stitches, Rams hoodies, All Stars and Stitches, Rams t-shirts, All Stars and Stitches, Rams car stickers, All Stars and Stitches, Rams yard signs, All Stars and Stitches, Rams apparel, All Stars and Stitches, anything Mount Vernon Rams, All Stars and Stitches.
Okay, I get it. I can get anything Mount Vernon Rams at All Stars and Stitches. But where in the world is All Stars and Stitches?
All Stars and Stitches. We're located in Benton, half a block from the Benton High School. Our phone number is 618-435-5555. Give us a call.
Here's Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac in Centralia.
The closeout on the 2011 Cadillacs, the Escalade, has got some really big incentives. The CTS is hot right now, and they've got closeout, low interest rates, 0% financing, some other incentives on the CTS. So, and of course, the SRX is a hot seller, and we are getting a nice selection of the SRX.
Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac, 1421 West McCord in Centralia.
Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back to Changnon Gym for your Ren Lake College pregame show. We're glad to have you with us tonight as the Mount Vernon Rams host the Althoff Crusaders. At Ren Lake College, you can get a quality education and save thousands. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside tonight. The Rams against the Althoff Crusaders. And Danny, the Crusaders come in. They had a big win last week against the Marion Wildcats.
Yeah, 54-50 win. Althoff actually trailed in that ball game by as many as 10 points really late in the game. Managed to come back at home and defeat the Marion Wildcats 54-50. So Althoff comes in this game 4-2, 3 wins in the Effingham St. Anthony Thanksgiving tournament against Charleston, Mattoon, and St. Anthony. They did lose to Flora, and they lost to Jerseyville this past Tuesday night, 52-42. So Althoff kind of been up and down to start with, but they come in with a record of 4-2.
They do, and of course that was a tough-fought battle in that St. Anthony Thanksgiving tournament. Of course, as the Lee brothers battled it out, Phil ended up winning that one, him and his Flora Wolves, and what a tournament that is for a team like Althoff to be in. Rams have been invited up there in the future. Whether they will accept that invitation or not is a different story. But what a tournament for the Crusaders. They finished in third place up there, and we got to see that same St. Anthony team and that hosted that tournament 6 days ago. Rams were able to escape with a thrilling 53-51 victory.
Yeah, a big win that time by Mount Vernon. Again, I think that goes, it was a win, it was on the road, but here's the thing you have to look at. It came after that tough loss at Centray the night before, in which the Rams, as we mentioned, led by 8 late in the third quarter, get beat by 4. So to see Mount Vernon turn around, come back, play a game and win in less than 24 hours in a non-conference road game an hour plus away, that took a lot of karma, a lot of moxie to get going. And with that, the Rams did win, go to 5-2, and here they are tonight getting to play one home game. And that's all you're going to see in 2011 of the schedule, one home game before they come back again in January.
Well, that was some effort by Tyrell Trimble to get that game-winning basket with just a couple of seconds remaining. Able to knock it down in a couple of timeouts, and the Bulldogs just couldn't muster a good shot. And credit the defense on that one as well. Just a well-fought effort by the Rams. They were up 7 in the third quarter, almost let it slip away. Were able to come away with a nice victory.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing is you got to look at this Mount Vernon team, and again, they did a great job coming back. It's interesting how in sports sometimes situations rear their heads in different times. That time for Mount Vernon, back-to-back games, big leads late. One got away, one the Mount Vernon Rams kept as far as making free throws, taking care of the basketball, and then the big shot by Trimble to defeat the Bulldogs last week on the road. Gained some confidence. Scott Gambers had a full week of practice to get ready for Althoff. He saw him on Tuesday night against Jerseyville, so he's got a personal look. So I'm sure all week, not only the Rams worked on different fundamental things to get better, they have got a great week of practice getting ready for Althoff.
Well, and they have. And this is a Rams team with something to prove now in this conference race. They win this one. They're 1-1. They're back to 500. But, Danny, a team that comes in here tonight, first home game of the year, you play in a myriad of different gymnasiums, all wide open. You come back here to the closed confines of Changnon Gym, and things could be a little bit different.
Well, it could be a little different. It's just nice, I'm sure, for these guys who've been practicing and playing, since 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. And here we are a month after that, we get a home game, and then you take another month, and we'll be back here in January. So Mount Vernon's not gotten to see a lot of Changnon Gymnasium except in practice. It's nice to be back here in the friendly confines, the close shooting background, what the Rams are used to. And again, it will be, hopefully, pay off in a victory tonight for Mount Vernon.
Well, this is a different look Althoff club, Danny. They come in minus Carson Sonnenberg, a kid who has finally lost to graduation for the Crusaders. And now they have a new look team out there, one that won third place in that St. Anthony Thanksgiving tournament. And so they're going to rely on people like Nesh Quarles tonight to provide that offensive boost they have been lacking, and especially a kid like Elton Salton.
Well, I look at Althoff and reading some of the stats and articles about Althoff getting ready for this game this week, and obviously Eldon Salmon is going to get a lot of it, 15 points a game. Another kid that is not in the starting lineup or not playing, Alex Heinrich tonight, not playing. He's averaging 7 points a game, or at least he's not starting, been injured. We will see if he even plays or even comes out tonight. That's one thing you have to look at. This Althoff team's replaced quite nicely. One thing about it, they can shoot the three pretty well. One stat that did stand out to me is free throw shooting. Early on, their first few games have not shot the free throws very well. Two things that go on, but again, size and strength, something Mount Vernon is always going to be an underdog at this year with the team they have. Will be in another underdog battle here tonight with the Crusaders.
Well, and these Rams looking to get an offensive punch before they go into 2 games back-to-back next Friday and Saturday. We'll take a quick break here on your Redline College pregame show. This is Rams basketball on WMIX.
More Americans are on the move today than ever before. One of the most popular modes of transportation is the motorcycle. Motorcycles take us to our jobs, school, to the beach, and all around the country. If you're a bike rider, your Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, wants to make sure you have the best insurance protection while you're riding. Ask about the money-saving auto cycle discount and the experienced driver discount, too. Call Page Insurance at 242-7000 today about motorcycle insurance from Pekin Insurance.
It's amazing how versatile the Saturday Sports show has become. What do you mean you slept in last week? Set your alarm for 8:08 this Saturday morning and tune your radio to AM 940. More Mount Vernon Rams talk, more Jefferson County talk, and more amped-up coverage of Southern Illinois sports. Hear from the best coaches, experts, and sports know-it-alls available. Sports talk worth waking up for. Saturday mornings from 8:08 till 10 a.m. on WMIX AM 940 and online at mywithersradio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Hi, Joe David Cummins with Community First Bank. With 5 locations in Jefferson County, a 7-month 0.77% APY CD special, free checking, free internet banking, and free debit cards tied to local schools, isn't now the perfect time to move your banking relationship to a local community bank? No gimmicks, just your neighbors and friends taking care of your banking needs.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you want the best, think the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. The Orthopedic Center has the unique distinction of being one of only 2 non-academic accredited orthopedic teaching and research facilities in the state of Illinois. Our goal in education is to inspire the next generation of orthopedic surgeons. Patient care, education, and research are our core strengths. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive, Mount Vernon, and St. Mary's Good Samaritans Centralia campus. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
This is Mike Reese. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back to Changnon Gym, WMIX online with video at mywithersradio.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside as the Mount Vernon Rams host the Althoff Crusaders. And Danny, South 7 Conference Showdown here tonight. What's exciting is we finally bring video to the home floor for our Ram fans watching online at mywithersradio.com.
Yes, that's the main thing, is to see what goes on with this video streaming.
Yeah, exactly. We have a lot of big projects in the works here with our video streaming. We have highlights from last night's game uploaded as well. Check that out on our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. Rim Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. We've reached the bottom of the hour. We'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
Worldwide on mywithersradio.com and on your radio at 94.1 FM, WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a free service from Withers Broadcasting.
It's been a while since we've seen some of the people here in Changnon Gym, so we might socialize from time to time. Our apologies, but it's always good to see the friendly faces here back at Changnon, and knowing that this will be the only time we see these friendly confines before 2012.
Well, it's nice to be here. The atmosphere is here. It's tie night on the stage. The students up on the stage here tonight are wearing ties. You also have yours on. I am not of that equivalent, and I am decided to dress that a little bit.
Have a different fashion perspective.
Different fashion a little bit as far as what goes on, but the atmosphere is great. The band's here, the student body up to the back row in the bleachers with their ties on, ready to go, and pretty well bottom half packed. Upper deck here also starting to fill up on both sides. So as fast as that JV game went, took about an hour. You know, you had to get your early dinner plans done and out of the way to get here quickly.
Well, how is this for you? You came from the river to river primarily with your broadcasting duties at sister station Q106, 6:45, which they quit that now, I understand. River to river JV start times primarily 6:45. You may not leave a gymnasium until 10:30.
Well, there were nights that, you know, we're doing the Bent Rangers, and we would get there were games that actually would be halfway done varsity-wise or 3/4 done by the time we would actually start our pregame show. And then people would say, man, it's amazing how you get all those scores. Well, we do get all those scores, and we will have those on that Tony Wild State Farm Insurance scoreboard update later on. But the scores, we were so late, we would actually get done with games at 9:30, 9:45 and lead the way at 10, 10:15. So it's one of those deals where this is amazing. We start at 6:15. It's an intimate setting. Obviously, Rich Aaron Gymnasium, one of the best gyms in Southern Illinois, but Changnon Gymnasium has an atmosphere and an intimacy that's hard to beat, and we're getting to see that here tonight.
Of course, you just heard the voice of Rob Knudsen, one of the assistant principals here at Mount Vernon Township High School. They are responsible for the internet we have here in the booth, and they've really taken care of us with this new project, allowing us to run coax cable, internet, you name it. They have allowed us to do it here. So they're getting ready for that famous Mount Vernon loyalty, so it may be hard to hear us here in a few seconds, but this is your Rim Lake College pregame show. At Rim Lake College, you can get a quality education and save thousands. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. In Lake College, it's time. And Danny, this is part of what it's all about. New mascot here. If you're looking live upon MyWithersRadio.com, you're seeing Ramrod out there at half court. And this is a new mascot. We've gotten to know him well. Has just added that much more to the atmosphere here at Stanley Changnon Memorial Gymnasium, erected by Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Well, the mascot, Ramrod, is definitely a super trooper of fans here tonight at Changnon Gymnasium. And amazing the intimacy. The student body is really into this and going through the schools at all levels. I see Class 1A through 3A, some 4A. You have a handful of schools that really get after it student body-wise, but Mount Vernon up there, you can really tell the Rowdy Rams have brought their A game tonight, being their first home game, and everybody on their feet here for the Rams' loyalty and everything. And I mean, the atmosphere is starting to kick here. Something special about opening night, opening home game, where everybody comes and gets into this, and especially a 5-2 Rams team really helps that atmosphere as well.
Well, it certainly never hurts. Anytime your team is good, you're going to have the fans come out and support. With Mount Vernon, a gymnasium unlike any other, just the friendly confines. You hear it. Chaos Cage is filled up tonight. And I think a great student presence, Danny, makes a world of difference.
Well, it does. And I think when you go to schools that have winning teams and have a little bit of atmosphere, you know, and you talk about that, it's okay, fans will support. But something special when the student body will come out and attend games and be in a section and be loud and support the team, not in a way that's over the line, but in a way that you support the team, you support the players, and you cheer on, and it gives an extra man. It's like, you know, the sixth man is the fans. It's kind of like the home team with a student body like Mount Vernon gets 2 extra people on their team because the emotion and energy that these fans and the students put out for Mount Vernon here at Changnon Gymnasium.
Well, it definitely makes a world of difference, and we'll elaborate more on that as we go along. But first, we need to take a quick break. This is Rams basketball on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, I want to ask you something, but you have to promise not to laugh at me. Okay, what? Do you think the State Farm jingle really works?
Like, for real? Like, if you sing the jingle, will your agent actually appear and help you out?
Yeah.
Of course it works. I saw it on the internet.
In reality, having your own State Farm agent means having a real person to help you when you need them. Tony Wilt is that State Farm agent at 4121 South Water Tower Place, Mount Vernon.
This is Mike Reese. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back to historic Changnon Gym. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside your Lynn Lake College pregame show. We will have plenty of Tony Wilt scoreboard updates coming your way here tonight. And of course, Tony Wilt courtside taking this one in, as are many of our sponsors tonight. Second Chance Auto, plenty of them included here. We're pleased to have our sponsors not only in attendance tonight, but supporting these broadcasts as well. Again, glad to have you with us. You may be watching live upon MyWithersRadio.com. We hope you like our Crow's Nest angle. Executive producer Jeff Crow is up there. He is handling your video duties tonight. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. We're going to do the play-by-play on WMIX. And if you can't tell, I'm kind of nervous. It feels weird to be back home for the first time in what seems like an eternity. We've been here since the fans have, obviously, covering Lady Rams volleyball in the summer and fall, but just we can't go on enough about it. The mecca that is Changnon Gym. However, we have to dissect this ballgame, Danny. An intense rivalry between the Mount Vernon Rams and Althoff Crusaders over the past couple of seasons. Crusaders were able to nip the Rams a couple of times in 09-10. Rams able to best them a couple times in 10-11. It'll be interesting to see how 11-12 plays out.
It will be interesting to see. The Crusaders have been pretty good for the last couple of years, 2 or 3 years, and of course with Greg Lee at the helm, everybody in Mount Vernon knows in the South 7, Althoff's going to be a battle. And I mean, it's one of those deals. They play a great brand of basketball. Kind of at times play a 2A brand, maybe a Class A brand with the type of style they play. But the athletes they throw out on the floor, they can get after you. And again, the talent they've lost the last few years, it's interesting to see what they've done. 4-2 this year start. This might be one of probably their stiffest tests they've had all year through 7 games.
Of course, our director back at the studio is Jessie Clark. We appreciate everything she's doing for us tonight. Doing a fine job back at the Powerhouse at 3501 Broadway. We're glad to have you with us here on WMIX and online at MyWithersRadio.com as we get some of our audio difficulties straightened out. to bring you this broadcast of Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX online at mywithers.radio.com. What are some of the scores we should have tonight?
Well, we got all kinds. DuQuoin at Anna Jonesboro, Chester at Cessna Valera, Carterville at Pinckneyville, El Dorado Fairfield, ZR Alvarado, Christopher Wayne City, El Dorado Fairfield, Woodlawn at Mater Dei, Harrisburg Murphy, Benton Heron, Coquia Centralia, and anything else we can track down during the evening. But there's where I have all kinds of people in different kinds of places that'll send me updates after each quarter of their game.
Well, that is very touche, as I like to say. Of course, we have a busy week next week coming up with broadcasts. First, it looks like we're going to meet our Central Christian Church starting lineups after the national anthem here from Changnon Gym. The starting lineups are presented by Central Christian Church. We'll find out more about them after the national anthem. That comes first here from Changnon Gym. We'll honor America. This is Rams basketball on WMIX.
Sports fans can be the hardest people to shop for, so WMIX has the perfect gift idea. A little more Saturday Sports Show. Tell the fanatic in your family to tune in to WMIX AM 940 on Saturday mornings after the 8 o'clock news. We talk to the coaches they want, provide the insight they crave, and the scores they need. The best part? We'll take care of the gift wrap. The Saturday Sports Show, every week on WMIX and mywithers.radio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. Basketball season is here, and the award-winning Jefferson County Basketball Showcase will continue to bring the heat this winter. Stay tuned to WMIX and log on to mywithers.radio.com to find out when the Waltonville Spartans, Weber Trojans, and Woodlawn Cardinals will invade your radio and your computer. It's the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX and online at mywithers.radio.com. Presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking.
Hi, Roy Smith, Lincoln dealer. In most luxury crossovers, passengers are an afterthought. Not so in the 2012 Lincoln MKT. With 3 rows of the latest in luxury and technology, it's not just something for everyone, it's everything for everyone. Like an available second row refrigerated console that can store plenty of cold drinks, or available heated and cooled second row bucket seats, even an available powerful third row seat. And not only does Lincoln MKT pamper its passengers, it also comforts its owners. Because right now, MKT, along with every new Lincoln, also comes with 4 years or 50,000 miles of standard complimentary maintenance. And that's on top of Ford Square's most attractive offer on MKT. Come in for a test drive and bring along 6 of your closest friends. Lincoln. It's not just luxury, it's smarter than that. Come see us at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Back out to the 94 Sports Mobile Studios on WMIX and mywithers.radio.com.
And welcome back to Changnon Gym. Glad to have you with us tonight. WMIX watching online at mywithers.radio.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski as we wrap up this Red Lake College pregame, the Mount Vernon Rams and the Althoff Crusaders. Time to meet your Central Christian Church starting lineups. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard.
Althoff Crusaders tonight. The forwards will be 6'3" senior number 24 Nesh Quarles, and at the other forward 6'2" senior number 51 Caleb Harms. The center will be 6'3" junior number 50 Eric Firmanek. The guards 5'10" senior number 14 Eldon Salmon, and 5'10" sophomore number 20 Kevin Renner for Greg Lee. Althoff Crusaders.
Of course, incredible things are happening at Central Christian Church in Mount Vernon. Look no further than thenewscentral.com. Watch their Friday night and Sunday webcasts online. It's thenewscentral.com. Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. Let's meet the Mount Vernon Rams.
The 3 forwards tonight, 6'3" senior number 4 Clay Payne, 6'1" senior number 5 Leonte Badger, and 6' junior number 33 Trevor Flota. Your guards, 5'9" senior number 1 Tyrell Trimble, and 5'7" junior number 2 Jaron Lydell. 4 Scott Gambers, Mount Vernon Rams.
Discover the excitement at Central Christian Church in Mount Vernon. Central offers exciting worship experiences, packed with energy and relevant teaching, and awesome programming for children and youth. Find it all online at thenewscentral.com. Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. Of course, the drum line will die down here momentarily as you're hearing them on WMIX and online at mywithers.radio.com. First, however, let's get some keys to tonight's game.
Keys to tonight, number 1, use the emotion of the crowd. Being at home for the first time, make it tough on Althoff. Don't give them a start. You can't let the crowd get taken out of the game. Number 2, Mount Vernon's going to have to take care of the basketball. The guard's going to have to handle it against this Althoff set. Now, the third thing is Althoff's a little taller than Mount Vernon. The Rams are going to have to box out, and all 5 guys are going to have to crash the boards here early on in order to have a rebounding advantage or at least get rebounds in general.
Man, it changes when that drum line dies down. Now you can hear yourself think it's Changnon Gym. Action-packed, the lower bowl mostly full, as the Rams fans are in attendance in full force tonight. Tip off the school year with the Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. They present this broadcast tonight on WMIX. It'll be Leonte Badger to tip for the Rams. They go right to left. They're in their home whites with orange trim. Orange numbers trimmed with black. Meanwhile, for the Crusaders, Quarles will tip. That's Nesh Quarles, a 6'3", 205-pound senior. They go left to right in their away blue. Tip will be controlled by the Rams deep in the backcourt. It's floated up, comes up with it. We are 5 seconds into the ballgame, no score. Still in the backcourt will be Lydell. Comes across the circle, gives near side for Flota. Back to the right side, it's Badger with it. Big play from Leonte Badger thus far this season. Here comes Trimble from the right wing, gives it near side, finds Flota. Flota gives off to Payne. Payne trying to get around Quarles, throws up top. Trimble looking for the screen, but pushed into him was Flota. Right in the circle, the Rams will reset. There's Lydell. He missed a lot of the week in practice with pink eye. Going around. Off to the right wing. Here comes Trimble from Flota for 3 on the near side. Off the mark. Just a little short. Rebound will come. Tipped out of bounds by Eric Krumanik. And with 7:19 to play, still no score here from illustrious Changnon Gym.
Good look. You can tell both teams a little energetic, a little nervous, obviously. Big crowd, lots of energy.
It's easy to do. A lot of nervousness tonight. Flota will trigger right of the basket. Feeds just outside the post. Finds Leonte Badger. His pass intercepted. Kevin Renner with the basketball in the backcourt. Here come the Crusaders. 7:12 to play in the first. No score. Rams and Althoff. Right wing. That is Renner. Looking around, trying to come down low. Shut off by this Ram man defense. Left wing. Caleb Harms with the basketball. Kicks up top. Finds Salmon. Left elbow. Now a dish out to the wing between the 5-hole. Thurmanic has it stolen away by Badger. He's going to try to come up left side. Big dunk. No good. Went for the dunk. It's no good. Rebound goes to the Crusaders. So no boom shakalaka that time. And here comes Althoff. Length the floor. No good. Too strong there by number 14, Edwin Salmon. And we have a foul on the Crusaders.
And I don't mind that from Badger. Because in that situation, if he goes up and tries to lay it up softly, it's going to get swatted. You got to go up and throw it down. I don't mind that aggressive play at all by Badger.
Wyman Cantley will check in. So Badger will check out apparently. Scott Gamber not happy.
I enjoyed it. You got to go after it. You can't take that opportunity.
Inbound will come to Tyrell Trimble. Jared Lydell. I've done that way too much. No score yet. First quarter action, 6:30 to play. Here comes Lydell between the circles. Near wing, Trimble looking to drive baseline. Has the back tap out of bounds by Salmon. Should remain with it. All right. It'll go with the Comanches. I was trying not to say Cahokia, and then I'm saying Comanches.
You did. That's a week from tonight.
My apologies.
Say it next week.
Left wing, it's Renner with the basketball up top. Looks for Quarles. Now on the right side, there is Salmon. Looking to drive baseline, trying to throw it off of his man. Can't. Lydell comes up with it, and here come the Rams. Third turnover tonight for the Crusaders. No score yet, 6 minutes in. 6 minutes left, rather. Wow, it's going to be one of those. Between the circles, it's Payne. Looks right side for Trimble. Down the far corner, Flota. Rams are going to swing it around. Looking for the backdoor cut for Flota. Try to distract the traffic. Now a handoff. It's Lydell looking to come right side. Stops at the top. Gives back to Payne. Rams will reset. Still no score. 5:47 to play in this first quarter. First Rams basketball is presented by Banterra Bank. Banterra's online banking is convenient, efficient, and best of all safe. Their security is your best defense. Banterra Bank. Banking with local style. Look for the bounce pass off the block. Cantley not there. Stolen away by Harms. He'll come to the right wing into the front court. Drops it back for Renner. Now left side, looking for the lob down low. Thurmanic got it from Salmon. Almost stolen away, back to Salmon left wing. 5:20 to play in the first. Still no score. Harms coming around from the right side, pulls up 18. Too strong. Rebound will be fought for. Lydell comes away with it. That's one place you got to communicate and tell your big man to back off.
Yeah, can't fault the hustle. You got to talk, communicate, and say same team on that rebound.
With the basketball, Jaron Lydell drops it off on the right wing. Flota looking to come around up top. Swings it now to the near side. Finds Trimble. We near the midway point of the first quarter. Still no score. Rams and Althoff. Best of 20 may win this one. Nearly stolen away far side. Lydell shakes his man, draws the triple team, and throws it away. That's the fourth turnover on the Rams tonight. Here comes Althoff. Brenner with it up top. Got away with the carry, throws right wing for Harms. Dropped off between the circles around the right side. Salmon drops off for Renner. Back left wing for Harms. They're trying to isolate down low, and it hasn't worked for Quarles yet. Now they do off the left block. There is your first score of the game. 2-0 Crusaders with 4:25 to play in the first.
Slow to gamble, had an opportunity for that pass, just missed it, and that allowed Quarles to get to the rim easily. Help side defense late getting over.
Former Saluki head coach not in attendance here tonight. Nesh Quarles, of course. Here we go. Down low off the left block. There it is. Mr. Cantley gets the basket in the bruise. He'll go to the line for the and one. And the Rams have tied it up at 2.
And Cantley's game has improved so much. Got some minutes at Heron, but the last 2 JV games, you can really see him start to come into his own. Going to be a great addition off the bench for Mount Vernon as this season goes along.
We see Cantley trying to complete the three-point play. 4:08 to go in the first. Glad to have you with us. Tied at 2. And the free throw rims back iron. Rebound for Manic. Here come the Crusaders right the circle. There is number 14, Edwin Salmon. Called him Salmon for many years. We were wrong. Pull up coming from the left side. No good from Salmon. Rebound goes to Flota. Here come the Rams with another defensive board. 3:49 to play in the first. Still tied at 2. First quarter action from Changnon Gym. Glad to have you with us. WMIX, MyWithersRadio.com with streaming video. On the far side, Payne. In front of the Althoff bench. Looking to get to the wing. Does so. Now trying to come down low. Shake the defender. Nice jump step there by Payne. Got his own rebound down low. Puts it back up. Fouled hard. And now Clay Payne goes to the line to shoot 2.
Very nice effort by Payne. Probably got in there a little too far, jumped in a little too much one-on-one, but was able to get that rebound back and go up with it strong and get to the free throw line.
Your officials for tonight's game, of course, John Salee of Nashville, Randy Hart of Centralia, and Ray Bates of Sessor. 3:30 to play in the first quarter. Tied at 2. Clay Payne misses the first at the line. And now we'll see Austin Von Alst check in.
Fermanek had to check out, Chris. He's got 2 fouls. Cantley out with some quality minutes, and Badger back in.
Payne is at the line, shooting the back into 2, trying to unlock the 2-2 tie. Makes it work. Unlocked. It's 3-2. Rams on top. First time tonight. 3:30 left to play in the first quarter. Reminds me, who will be your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game? Too early to tell as of now. 3:22 to play in the first. Up top with it. Quarles looks around to the right wing, finds Von Alst. Crossover dribble coming against the man defense. It's Flota against Von Alst. Now left wing for Manic. Back to the right wing, Salmon. Salmon trying to get that step against number 2, Jaron Lydell. He'll kick it over to the right side. Von Alst looking down low for Manic for the bucket. The Brewers good. All right, 3. Althoff back on top to make it a 2-point game, but they can knock down the and one.
Well, the problem was Fermanek got a good look. He's using his body and his strength, and if Althoff wants to, Fermanek could go for a double-double here tonight if they get him enough touches. Mount Vernon simply doesn't have a guy that can root around with him in the post. His help side defense even came over late. That was Badger, picked up his first foul.
And 1. Rims in, falls back down. 5-3, Althoff on top. 3:02 to play in this first quarter. Great traditions aren't given, they're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what they believe in. Community First Bank, proud sponsors of the Rams. A great tradition. 2:53 to play left in the first quarter. 5-3, Rams trail by 2. Payne with it between the circles, looks back to the right. Rams trying to make something happen here. Coming around from the far wing. Lydell gives to Payne, back to Lydell at the circle. 2:42 to play in the first. Bounce pass over their far wing. Tribble's going to try to drive the lane. Try to use that body, at least draws a foul on the block on Nesh Quarles. I believe that's his first.
That's his first, team's 4th, and that time I thought Trimble got a break, kind of went out of there out of control, got the bailout call. We'll take it. That's the 4th on Althoff here in this first quarter.
Not a shooting foul, so Trimble was fouled on the floor. It'll be Lydell to trigger underneath the basket. Lob goes in top to keep Flota. Near side Trimble. Going to try to split the defense. Instead goes around baseline. Kicks out to a wide open Flota. Up top 3. Yes! And the Rams back on top. 6-5. 2:27 to play here in the first quarter.
Nice to see Trimble unselfish drive to the rim. Got double teamed. Kicked it back out for the 3 from Flota and Althoff. Althoff undeniably not playing their usual style. Their 4th turnover here in the first quarter.
2:18 to play in the first. Rams up 6-5. A big Trevor Flota 3 been the difference here late in the first. Backcourt was the inbound. Side out of bounds. It'll come right side for Payne. Couple of dribbles. Gets back to Lydell. Now near side for Badger. They have really shut him off and contained him thus far. Back to the right from Payne. It goes to Trimble. Now near side. Left of the circle. Flota left wing for Payne. Going to get a screen from Badger. They're going to double team Payne. They're going to double team anybody, of course. Double team the man with the ball. Payne with it up top. Now looking to drive. Throws up a strong one. It goes well over the backboard. But, Danny, this is something I wanted to point out earlier. Clay Payne, a lot more physical tonight. Something we didn't necessarily see him do against Centralia and St. Anthony.
He has to be, Chris. I mean, he's in a position and a spot on the floor. He has to be aggressive. And now, Furmanek and Harms both have 2 fouls apiece for Althoff, so they get considerably shorter, as those two will have to go to the bench for quite some time here in this first half.
Payne's first is good, so he is 2 of 4 from the line, 2 of 3 thus far. Trying to keep stats in my head. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. We'll see if Clay can knock down the second. He will. It's 8-5. Rams up 3. 1:47 to play in the opening frame. And here comes, left of the circle, Renner. Looks to the left side, finds Harms. Von Alst. They're easy to intertwine. Von Alst still with it left wing, 90 seconds to play in the first. Still 8-5, Rams by 3. Salmon with the basketball. Looking to drive left side as Quarles inside, kicks out Von Alst. Long 2 on the way, no good. Back iron, rebound will be corralled by Trimble. Another defensive board for the Rams. Trimble stops at the top of the circle. And now throws back to the right side for Lydell with 1:16 to play. And we will have a foul on Von Alst. No.
Yep. Actually, I mean, he led and pushed off the elbow. Greg Lee's not going to be happy, but again, when you fight through a screen, you're not allowed to swing that arm and push people out of the way, and Markham got caught with that foul.
Ryan Markham, pardon me, draws that foul, his first team 6th. I did not see him enter the game. The inbound will go left wing Lydell. 1:12 to play in the first. Rams up 8-5. Looking left side. Nice move by Trimble to the right block. Good. 10-5. The Rams doubling up the Crusaders here early on.
Got doubled up 10-5. Trimble having his way right now, whether getting to the rim and or dishing to teammates, because his speed, simply Althoff can't cover him.
Salmon with it up top, looking for the crossover. Pulls up from 18. No good. Rebound tipped away. Quarles will come up with it. He was looking to go back baseline. Now kicks out left side with 46 seconds. Badger on a potential steal. Quarles recovers. Looks backdoor from Markham. Shot up no good. Got away with a walk. Gets his own rebound. Offensive board and the offensive bucket. Back within 3 are the Crusaders, 10-7.
Yeah, pretty impressive there. Markham got away with a shuffle of feet, but scored anyway.
30 seconds to play in the first. Glad to have you with us here on WMIX, online at MyWithersRadio.com. Far side floater gets back to the circle for Payne with 21. Rams up 10-7. First quarter action from Changnon Gym. Rustic and historic. The old girl may be, but she's still standing. Glad to have her. 12 seconds left in the first. Right of the circle to Clay Payne. 10-7 to score. Rams want the last shot so they can add to the lead. Right elbow, Payne. Bounce pass. Here comes Lydell. Stolen away with 1. Solomon unaware of the time on the clock. Will not get the shot off. And that'll be your end of first quarter score. The Mount Vernon Rams 10, the Althoff Crusaders 7. This is Rams basketball presented by Banterra Bank.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It's been a great year for Second Chance Auto at Mount Vernon. If you haven't been by lately, the inventory at Second Chance Auto has absolutely never been greater. With cars, SUVs, trucks, and vans, many priced at under $10,000. You're sure to find exactly what you're looking for. Instant approval and no gimmicks, no pressure, just honest deals on great vehicles. Most have a 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. And there's bank rate financing for everyone. For over 32 years, they've been taking care of families just like yours. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
This is Rams basketball on WMIX with streaming video on MyWithersRadio.com.
We are glad to have you with us from Changnon Gym. 8 minutes to play as we start this second quarter. Rams lead 10-7 over the visiting Crusaders. They start with the basketball. It's Renner shy of the circle. Looks left wing for Salmon. Salmon trying to cut the defense. Steps to the elbow, kicks across. That'll be Renner again. Drives baseline, throws up a runner. No good. Rebound tipped underneath. And Althoff recovers. Salmon for the tying 3. No good. Back iron. Rebound tipped away. Flota comes away with it. Good play there by Trevor Flota to pick up yet another defensive board for the Rams.
Second rebound of the night for Flota.
Lydell will come near side to the basketball at the circle. Shifts over. Flota with it on the right wing. Looking to make something happen in front of the Althoff bench. Might have gotten away with shuffling the feet there. Back around, Payne will feed Trimble here on the left side. 7:20 to play in the half. Badger with it right wing. Badger, nice pass to Lydell on the near side. 7:13 to play in the half. Rams up 10-7. Back to Payne, right of the circle. Rams will regroup. Near corner now for Trimble. 7:05 to play in the first half. Rams still up 3. Not looking to get a shot off anytime soon. Payne will back it out to the circle. If you can't get to the bank during halftime, don't worry. Bank in the stands with Banterra's mobile banking. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Trimble brings around up top. Goes right elbow all the way, blocked out of bounds, however, as he went up off of the block. Quarles, a good block there.
Yeah, Quarles was able to get back, got beat originally, and then helped back down the lane and was able to swat that away.
We'll bring you plenty of scoreboard updates tonight, we hope. Our JV game got over pretty quickly.
It was about an hour. Very fast JV game, which Mount Vernon won 57-25.
It's a lob play to Badger. Gets it right off. 12-7, Rams up 5 on a very athletic play by Leonte Badger.
Yeah, moved him away a little bit because the defense was around that basket, moved him about 10 foot in the lane, and Emil knocked that shot down.
Plenty of highlights we trust will come your way tomorrow or Sunday, sometime this weekend, on the WMIX Sports Facebook page. Like us, WMIX Sports. Salmon looking for the athletic kick out in that left corner. Von Alst unavailable as it was tipped out by the Ram defense. 6:20 to play in the first half. 12-7, Rams up 5. We'll have a timeout on the floor. This timeout is presented by Ford Square. There's nothing more attractive than confidence, and yours will be at an all-time high when you buy a new Lincoln at Ford Square. Not only do you get a great offer, you also get the standard 4-year, 50,000-mile maintenance plan only from Ford Square. We're the best. Never rest. 12-7 your score. Rams up 5. Here in the first half. We need to pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. This is 50,000 watts of the Mount Vernon Rams on 94.1 FM WMIX. Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
There you have it. That's who we are. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Danny, I believe we might have at least one score.
Yeah, JV scored tonight. Mount Vernon beats Althoff 57-25 to go to 2-0 on the year. And across the way, it is into the first quarter. Breeze, Mater Dei 16, Woodlawn 11.
That's not bad for the Cardinals. Coming off a momentous win against cross-county rival Waltonville on Tuesday. That's a Tony Wills scoreboard update. More on Anthony after this Althoff possession. Salmon gets it in the left corner near the timeline off the baseline trigger. Renner goes back left side. Von Alst. 6:13 to play in the half. Rams up 12-7. Von Alst with it up top. Swings to the left wing. Looking for the bounce pass down low. Keeps saving a Butte by the Ram defense. For all of your insurance, financial service needs, call Tony Wilt, your local State Farm agent. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or right here in Changnon Gym. He's looking on tonight like a good neighbor. State Farm is there.
Badger's going to get a call with a sneaky hand in the back. That'll be a second. We know we got some listeners on MyWithersRadio.com, Benton, Illinois, to start with. We know that for a fact. We'll see about other viewers as well. Let us know on our Facebook page, 90 WMIX Sports. Let us know.
Tweet us on the Twitter.
Like us on Facebook.
Left corner kick in there it comes. It was Quarles to the basketball. Been there 4 years, still trouble remembering him. Down low left baseline, kicks back out. Von Alst gives right back to Quarles. Pass look, Von Alst outside, 3 on the way. It's good. Got the good look there as they kept going between, playing keep away. And they're back within 2, 12-10.
And I like the way Von Alst shoots. A.K.A. looks like Andy Kaufman back in the day at Illinois' shooting style.
Very nice. 5:40 to play in the first half. Floater with it, far sideline. Gets back to Payne between the circles. Bounce pass to Floater. Wanted an answer. Won't get time to get a shot off. Covered by Von Alst. Goes back to the far side for Cantley. Cantley, Trimble, Floater, Lydell, and Payne for the Rams. Starters for the Crusaders. Kwyman down low. Cantley looking to get it up, but at least draws a foul. Couldn't get a clean shot off, but now gets a chance at the free throw line to extend this 12-10 lead with 5:19 to play in the half.
Patrick Ewing-esque move from one side lane to the other, using his footwork correctly and no dribble, and was able to get to the rim and get fouled.
Extending that scoreboard update from a moment ago, the Benton Rangers lead Heron after one, 19-18.
That's on the road. That's a big game for Benton.
That is for good friend of the Saturday Sports Show, Ron Weinmiller. Cantley at the line, shooting 2, 5:19 to play in the half. Misses the first. Saturday Sports Show lineup looking pretty strong tomorrow. Of course, we'll have Sean Doherty, head wrestling coach here at Mount Vernon High School, to lead us off. Scott Gamber to follow. I've already forgotten the rest of the lineup. Of course, I think we'll talk some pairings and stuff. We also have Tony Richardson, the AD at Wayne City. He'll talk about the Conrad Allen coming up next week. Deirdre Dagg, Wayne City girls basketball coach. We also have Shane Witzel later in the program, Woodlawn Cardinals, as Cantley makes the second of two. 13-10, Rams down 3. But Darren Kennard will talk about this Saluki shootout situation as well.
Yeah, that shootout, obviously some college shootouts around the United States, and a lot of them in our area within about 4-hour range. Some move, some not. SIU's is keeping theirs at the arena. We'll talk to him, find out why.
That's tomorrow after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940, right here on MyWithersRadio.com as well. 5:05 to play in the half. Althoff basketball. That's Renner. Drops it off top for Quarles. Looks back for Von Alst on the wing. Looking to drive free throw line. Has to kick back to the circle. Renner. Left wing Salmon. Crossover dribble against Lydell. Rams in man. Baseline Salmon. Kicks out to Renner. And now up top. Here comes a big three if it goes. It's not. Jabari Taylor with a miss. Renner with the rebound left wing. Hand in the face by Trimble. Got the block and the rebound. Shot no good by Renner. And that was a great defensive effort by Trimble. Now he'll switch it to the left side. And great play there. Backdoor for M. Feasy. Michael Feaser comes away with it. Rams up 5.
Made a nice basket. Caught, catch, and shoot. Great play by Feaser.
That was a steal to set up the easy basket. Looking around to write down the time for the highlight. Almost missed a great play to Feaser. Here comes Von Alst from the wing. Kicks out left side. Renner's going to drive. Runner from the elbow is good. It's 15-12. And these Crusaders will not go away.
Yeah, they're going to hang around. Mount Vernon, of course, possession by possession. Got to get some scoring from different people. Feaser showed there. Now we need some more.
Coming around left side. Lydell will drop it off for Floda. Feaser, nice pick up top. Coming around is Trimble. Trying to find that seam to exploit. Looking for the go-ahead pass to Lydell, who came around baseline. It's stolen away by Quarles.
Yeah, Lydell that time needed to keep going hard to the rim, cut his pattern off. Somebody his way, and that's what forced the turnover.
Support your Mount Vernon Rams with a Ram debit card from Community First Bank. They are the only bank with debit cards tied to the Rams. They portion the revenue going to Mount Vernon High School. 3 is long from Von Alst. It is out of bounds, near side. Nobody touched it. It'll be Ram basketball.
Don't think that's a shot Greg Lee wanted that time. A little quick in the Althoff offense that time for his liking.
Inbound, we're going to the backcourt. Lydell, 3:26 to go in the first half. Rams up just 3, 15-12. Right of the circle, floater. Big three from Trimble. If it goes, it's good. 18-12. And Trimble puts the Rams up a half dozen.
18-12, big three. Scott Gamber wanted a timeout there. Couldn't get the officials' attention.
3:07 to play in the half. Renner looking to come around. Got a nice jump stop there. Traveled the basketball, no call. Maybe a double dribble, depending upon how you saw it.
Well, they came down on a jump stop 2 feet different times. That's a travel.
Right wing, here we go. Salmon looking for the quick in play. And there is a foul before he ever gets into the lane. It'll be against the Rams, their third.
Yeah, Trimble that time too handsy out on the perimeter. Now Scott Gamber will get his 30-second timeout.
Timeouts presented by Ford Square. It's a year-end celebration at Ford Square. Great holiday offers on a great selection of Fords and Lincolns. It's the newest technology, money-saving fuel economy, and right now a great deal from Ford Square. 18-12. Rams up 6 here. That was a big three by Tyrell Trimble.
Yeah, it was nice to see him knock some shots down. Had that big game of scoring at the Herring Tournament. Since then, been kind of quiet. But again, his quiet scoring meant he's done a great job handling the basketball and playing defense, so it's okay. But we would like to see him get that stroke back.
Well, we certainly hope he will. Quick scoreboard update. I'm sure you have some. Do you have any more since we last did?
Not anymore. You probably have more than I am. No scores.
Great time for the...
well, what happens when you have a 1-hour JV game? It's hard to get scores.
Phone froze for a second.
There you go.
Of course, Benton leads Heron after 1:19-18. Centralia leads Cahokia after 1:17-11. For all your insurance, financial service needs, call Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or on the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower in Mount Vernon. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. It's a quick trigger from the baseline into Quarles. Gives back to Von Alst. Back to the man who started it. Salmon there on the left wing with 2:46 to play in the half. Althoff is down 6. Renner brings it back around. Von Alst, left arc, back to left sideline. Renner, right wing to Jabari Taylor. How can I forget the running back for the Crusader football team?
He's a decent running back.
I'd say so.
Push off. Yep, great call.
Exactly at the free throw line. If I see it, everybody would have to see it.
Well, that was the thing there, Chris. Definitely Salmon pushed off. Got that offhand, used the Jordan move in the finals against the Jazz. Pushed off, got distance, but got called for the foul.
Only difference is you don't call it on Michael Jordan. You call it on high school basketball teams. 2:26 to play in the first half. Rams up 18-12 with possession. It'll be Taylor. Saul Jabari Taylor, corner of my eye. Was Lydell that brought across. Trimble right wing, gives up to Float up top. Back to Trimble for another three. Off the mark. Back iron rebound will go to Taylor. Up ahead, he's looking for Salmon. Float gets set. But Salmon goes around, and that's an easy 2 points on the underhanded layup, 18-14.
Body control, man. That was amazing to see him maneuver his body in midair to avoid the charge.
Payne with it up top, swings around left wing, finds Lydell. Back to Float here in the near corner. 1:54 to play in the half. The Ram lead is 18-14 over Belleville Althoff.
It's a Mount Vernon style game right now with a low score here late in the first half.
Back on the right sideline, there is Lydell looking around, trying to get a screen from somebody. Comes near side to Floata. Feeser, Floata, Payne, Trimble, and Lydell for the Rams. It's basically 4 starters and Feeser. Good to have him back in Jefferson County. Moved away for a short bit last year, but now he's back. Feeser gets a basketball from Payne left side. Bounce pass goes right wing to Lydell. Between the circles now, the pass to Floata, near sideline. Payne look for the bounce pass to Feeser. He'll shut it out. Feeser will come around, set a screen. Payne to the left elbow, looking around. Has Lydell right side. In front of Greg Lieb to Floata, now up top. Payne, he's going to drive. Got away with a walk, possibly, but gets the easy basket. 20-14, Rams up 6.
Another Patrick Ewing move. Lane to lane, block to block. No idea how he got there, but he scored anyway.
Of course, he had to go around traffic. Great maneuver there by Clay Payne. Coming around from the right wing, Salmon looking for the bucket off the window. He gets it. And back within 4 of the Crusaders with 45 to play in the half.
Salmon swam upstream that time to the rim. Nobody around him.
Can't think anything quickly to come back. That was a good one. Floater with it on the near side. Looks far side of the circle. Payne with it, 32 seconds. He'll drive again this time. Layup's good. Clay Payne comes up big, back-to-back possessions. Rams are back up 6, 22-16.
Althoff's defense not very good in this late second quarter. Mount Vernon's getting too many easy looks at the rim right now.
Left side is Jabari Taylor. Had it tipped away by Clay Payne. He's an early contender for your first player of the game. Up top, Von Alst. Swings around to Renner. Left-hand dribble. Bounces it back to Von Alst with 9. Now with 8, it is Salmon with it right wing. Gets to the left elbow. Fade jumper coming up. Rims out. Rebound tipped away. It'll go to Floata, and he'll hold on to it as time expires. At the half, the Mount Vernon Rams 22, the Althoff Crusaders 16. We'll be back with your Second Chance Auto halftime show. This is Rams basketball on WMIX.
Does this sound familiar? I can't stand this job. I just wish I had time to go back to school, but with work and family.
I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to, and they're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's it like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our jobs for once.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out their website at rlc.edu/studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
Sports fans can be the hardest people to shop for, so WMIX has the perfect gift idea. A little more Saturday Sports Show. Tell the fanatic in your family to tune in to WMIX AM 940 on Saturday mornings after the 8 o'clock news. We talk to the coaches they want, provide the insight they crave, and the scores they need. The best part? We'll take care of the gift wrap. The Saturday Sports Show, every week on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Whether you're an Integra customer needing a new home or just tired of the constant changes associated with big corporate banking, you do have a choice. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins with Community First Bank. We built our business around one goal, your needs. With 5 locations and a team of your friends and neighbors to support you, your banking solutions are handled right here at home. And to make your move easy, we have new account specials and personal bankers ready to help.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If I could see into the future, you know what I'd want to know? I'd want to know how the whole thing is going to turn out. Did I make the right decisions for my business? Helping my daughter memorize all 50 states in alphabetical order. Did it really matter?
Understanding that the future is about planning, not worrying,
is why Erie Insurance is above all in service. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you.
Your Erie agent in Mount Vernon is the Bean Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 242-6017.
It's been a great year for Second Chance Auto in Mount Vernon. If you haven't been by lately, the inventory at Second Chance Auto has absolutely never been greater. With cars, SUVs, trucks, and vans, many priced at under $10,000. You're sure to find exactly what you're looking for. Instant approval and no gimmicks, no pressure, just honest deals on great vehicles. Most have a 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. And there's bank rate financing for everyone. For over 32 years, they've been taking care of families just like yours. Second Chance Auto. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX. The Second Chance Auto halftime show starts now.
And welcome back to Changnon Gym here at the half. The Mount Vernon Rams a 22-16 lead over the Althoff Crusaders. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Jeff Crow coming to you from the Crow's Nest with video on MyWithersRadio.com. Jesse Clark back at the studio. Second Chance Auto halftime show, and we'll have the scoring and stats in just a moment. We'll have a scoreboard update as well. But, Danny, some quick thoughts on that first half.
Well, I thought Mount Vernon did a great job, number one, controlling the tempo of the game, a low scoring 22-16. Number two, didn't turn the ball over very much in that first half. That's number two. Number three, I was impressed the way Mount Vernon was able to take care of business and take care of those shots. And they boxed out at times, did give up a couple offensive stickbacks. But all in all, very good first half for Mount Vernon. They're going to have to pick it up in the second half, though, because a couple Althoff starters were out with fouls. So we'll see if Mount Vernon can match that intensity and get things going.
We shall see indeed. This is your Second Chance Auto halftime show. It's been a great year at Second Chance. And if you haven't been by lately, the inventory has never been greater. Instant approval, no gimmicks, no pressure, just honest deals at Second Chance Auto. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. We'll take a break, come back with scoring and stats. Rams lead this one at the break, 22-16. This is Mount Vernon basketball on WMIX.
Hometown proud Baroviax IGA. There's no better way to shop today, Baroviax IGA. If it's Baroviax, you know it's fresh for you and your family. If it's Baroviax, you got the best. We're hometown proud, you see. Hometown proud Baroviax IGA. Hometown proud Baroviax IGA.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
With more in-game score updates than anyone else, this is Rams basketball on WMIX.
And welcome back to Changnon Gym for your Second Chance Auto halftime show. When Second Chance Auto says they have the best selection of vehicles priced under $10,000, they mean it. The inventory has never been greater at Second Chance. Instant approval, no gimmicks, no pressure for 32 years at Second Chance Auto. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside, 22-16. Your halftime score, the Rams up a half dozen. We have some scoring and stats.
We have scoring and stats. The Althoff Crusaders in the first half had 6 players score in that first half, and it was at the following. It was, leading the way, Eldon Salmon with 4 points. Austin Von Alst had 3. Eric Firmanek 3. Kevin Renner 2. Ryan Markham 2. And Nesh Quarles had 2. The Mount Vernon Rams had 6 players score in the first half. Clay Payne led the way with 7. 4 in the second quarter. It was Tyrell Trimble with 5. Wyman Cantley 3. Trevor Flota 3. Michael Fiesner and Leonte Badger with 2 points apiece. For the stats, Althoff was 6 of 9 from 2-point range. I should say Mount Vernon was 6 of 9 from 2-point range, 67%, 2 of 4 from the arc for 50%. The Rams go 8 of 13 for 62% from the field. Althoff 6 of 14 from 2-point range, 43%. Didn't hit a 3, but they did go 6 of 15 from the field for 40%. Free throw shooting, Mount Vernon 4 of 7, 57%. Althoff made their only free throw. Rebounds were tied at 8 turnovers. Mount Vernon led that category 8-5 for a halftime score of Mount Vernon 22, Althoff 16.
And that is indeed your halftime score. Those stats Certified by Heartland Accounting. Get started right. Let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B. Your small business expert. The Mount Vernon Rams 22, the Althoff Crusaders 16 at the break. We'll come back with more Second Chance halftime show and a scoreboard update after this. This is Rams basketball on WMIX.
Life can be very complicated. You need to simplify, streamline, and save time wherever you can. Life just got simpler at People's National Bank. Now, get your monthly account statement online at peoplesnationalbank.com. If you're looking for a convenient, faster, and safer way to receive your monthly bank account statement, sign up for online statements available through People's Online Internet Banking. The next time you're online, go to peoplesnationalbank.com and simplify your life. You deserve it. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
When it comes to bone and joint care, only one name should come to mind. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Your fellowship-trained physician's first priority is specialized orthopedic care, ranging from total joint replacement and spine surgery to shoulder surgery and sports medicine. Our surgeons provide a wide range of specialized treatments that are unparalleled anywhere in Southern Illinois. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon and St. Mary's Good Samaritans in campus, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back here at the break. The Mount Vernon Rams with a 22-16 lead over the Althoff Crusaders here at the half. And this is where our money comes. We have the scoreboard update presented by Tony Wilt State Farm Insurance, a comprehensive scoreboard update unlike anybody else's anywhere else.
Here we go. In the one, Cessarville over Chester, 17-6. Pinckneyville over Carterville, 12-3. Fairfield over El Dorado, 9-5. This is at the half. ZR over Alvarado, 20-14. Wayne City leads Christopher, 18-15. Breeze Modern Day over Woodlawn, 28-25. End of one, Harrisburg over Murphy, 12-10. At the half, it's Heron over Benton, 38-31. End of one, Centray over Cokia, 17-11. And at the half, Collinsville over O'Fallon, 30-26. And a JV final here tonight from Mount Vernon. The Rams go to 2-0, beating Althoff 57-25.
Scoreboard update presented by Tony Wilt State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance financial service needs, call Tony Wilt, your local State Farm agent. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or at the corner of 42nd South Water Tower in Mount Vernon. And if you see his red Jeep in the parking lot, stop in. He would love to meet with you. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside, live on MyWithersRadio.com with streaming video and radio action, of course, here on 94.1 FM, WMIX. We are overjoyed to have you with us. Good game here so far here at the break, Danny, of course. Plenty of scores coming tomorrow, or tonight even, on our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. We'll have highlights there as well. Video highlights with a broadcast behind it. Kind of unique combination, isn't it? But we'll have some of those on our Facebook page tomorrow. Don't forget the Saturday Sports Show coming your way as well. We'll talk about this game with Rams head coach Scott Gamber. With that said, first things first, we have a whole other half of basketball to witness.
16 tough minutes coming up. Mount Vernon, if they're going to sustain this 6-point lead, they're going to have to really get after it now, because it's not going to be a case that Althoff's going to lay over and roll over and let you win. Mount Vernon's going to have to earn it here in this second half.
That we do. We have another halftime score to report. Meridian leads Egyptian 29-24 at the break.
And that is a battle of two of the best 1A teams in Southern Illinois that will see each other not only in the conference, in the SEC, but we'll see each other in regional play as well. So one of those will have to beat each other to get out of the regional into the Gallatin County sectional.
Of course, we are glad to have you with us, especially you, Melanie Norman. Thank you for watching online at MyWithersRadio.com and interacting with us on our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. Interact with us there. You can tweet us at 94 Sports. Interact with us on our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. Rest assured, we will be watching. We have about a minute to go before we start the second half. 22-16, Rams up 6 to break. What a first half of action we saw. Rams didn't let it get too far out of hand with the Althoff athleticism. And I thought thus far they're doing a great job on taking Nesh Quarles out of the equation.
Well, it was. And Quarles did not get an opportunity to get too many touches. I mean, he only had 2 points in that first half. The one touch he got went to the rim and scored, obviously. He did get a couple more, but the defense was there, not only from the top, it came from the backside as well. Mount Vernon's got to keep that up. Now you're going to throw Furmanek and Harms back in there. A little more height, a little more beef inside for Althoff, and Mount Vernon will have to contend with that as we go along here in this last 16 minutes.
Rams will start with the basketball in the second half. Side out of bounds coming near sideline. It'll be floated on the inbound. Looking around as the Rams go left to right. He will find far side Trimble. He wants a timeout. He'll get it. Timeout's brought to you by Ford Square King City Chrysler, who has the all-new Dodge Caliber. Caliber cranks up the sedan and exudes attitude with every turn. Receive huge cash discounts on the all-new Caliber at King City Chrysler in Mount Vernon. Danny, Rams couldn't find anything to start this second half. Able to get the ball in. Great play by Tyrell.
It was because the thing was you go side out of bounds at half court to start the third quarter, and you throw it in down the sideline here, and you catch the basketball, and immediately you're trapped. And Trimble caught the ball with his back to the floor. Was facing the crowd, two guys on him in a sideline. Basically, triple teamed, had nowhere to go. Had to blow that 30-second timeout in order to keep possession.
Michael Blakemore also interacting with us on our Facebook page. Good to see.
Nice to hear from Mr. Blakemore.
Good to hear from anybody on our Facebook page during the game.
Yes, that's right.
Glad to have you tuned in. Payne with it on the right wing. Out of the inbound, out of the timeout. It'll be Badger back with it. 7:50 to play in the third. We'll swing it all the way around left corner. There is Lydell. Back to the left wing. Float up top right of the circle. He'll get it. 7:41 to play in the third. Still 22-16 Rams. Right block. Badger has to kick back out to Trimble. Back to the left wing. Float up from Payne. Now right arc. It's Trimble with the basketball. Althoff in man. At least I thought they were. Coming sideline. Oh, my gosh. Badger almost got the most athletic play of the night. Jump ball force as he tries to go back for the offensive rebound putback. And it'll go back with Althoff via the alternating possession.
Yeah, didn't work, but boy, was a good move. Had it went, that would have definitely made the highlight reel.
7:18 to go, third quarter action. Althoff basketball. They go right to left. Fermatic kicks over right side. Salmon. He's looking around, trying to pick his spot. Screen set by Quarles. Blow through it. Fermatic near corner three ball. No good. Rebound will go to Trimble. Great leap there by Trimble to get the rebound. 7 to play in the third. Here come the Rams up 6, 22-16. Payne feigns three. Looking to drive in. Right block. Good. Great play by Payne. And that extends the Ram lead to 8, 24-16.
He's been an ache and Althoff side all evening. He's going to the rim. 9 points for Payne here so far.
He's going to be seen on our highlights tomorrow. 6:42 to play, third quarter action. Glad to have you with us. Harms looking near side, tipped away Badger. It'll be a 2-on-2, Badger and Trimble with Harms and Salmon. Badger will back it out right of the circle for Payne. 6:30 to play in the third. 24-16, the Ram lead is expanded to 8. Up top, Trimble with the basketball. Looks for a wide open flow to left side in front of the Ram bench. Up top, Payne. He's going to drive again left side. Foul on the way up. No call. Great. Probably a good no call there by the official.
Well, it wasn't. I thought the official did a good job of Payne kind of initiated that contact, didn't bail him out.
Trigger will come to the right of the basket. Float on the inbound. Gibbs to Trimble. Throws him a shot immediately. Rims out. No good. Rebound. Will go out of bounds off of Badger. Don't bank on the away team. Bank for the locals. Banterra, locally owned and operated. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. Renner will bring it up here for the Crusaders. 6:07 to play in the third quarter. Looks near side, finds Salmon. Salmon draws Lydell in this matchup. Back over the right side, Harms into the right corner, Renner. Renner looks around. Left-hand dribble, trying to find a seam. Leans in, throws up a jumper, no good. Rebound to Badger. Leonte another board, and here we go. Lydell with it. 5:50 to play in the quarter. Ram lead is still 24-16. Right of the circle, will cross Lydell. Pick set top of the key, Payne. Lydell hands off to Floater. He's back up top. Left arc, Clay Payne. We're near the 5-minute mark here. Back to the right wing, Floater. Left-hand dribble. Looks back to the right side. Badger's going to try to go baseline. Gets to the basket. Reverse, no good. What a highlight that would have been. And instead, it'll have to be a foul on the floor in an inbounding situation for the Rams.
And that'll on number 51, Caleb Harms. That's his third for the Crusaders. And again, he and Furmanek have not been able to get into the flow of this ball game at all this evening.
We'll talk some holiday tournaments tomorrow. The Conrad Allen, as I see the Duster Thomas pairings in.
Oh, yeah. Got him in the bag.
I figured. Left wing, it's Trimble.
I was one of the first that got him, I think. Teams.
That surprises me not. Back to the right wing.
Clothing I'm wearing tonight or what?
Who knows? Left of the circle, it's Payne. 5:12 to play in the third. Rams up 8, 24-16. Great crossover by Trimble, but nothing going in the lane. Has to go back around the right wing for Lydell. Right of the circle with 5 to play in the third. Lob over to Float, a wide open three. Yes! Big three by Flota. 4:55 to play in the third. Rams lead is 11, 27-16.
And that foul. Yeah, Lydell fouled there on that shot. But big first 4 minutes by Mount Vernon to have that 22-16 lead, a 5-0 run up 11. Something Mount Vernon need to get a little padding and cushion here between themselves and the Crusaders.
First nail a three. Go for the account with no hidden fee. Banterra offers a totally free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. At the line is number 14, Salmon. He has a two-shot assessment coming at the hands of Jaron Lydell, his second team's first, as we told you. He makes the... Thought it fell.
No, it fell off the rim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I just saw...
It fell off the rim outside the circle.
I just saw a descent near net. Didn't get a good look at it as I was looking down. Salmon shooting the second. Rams up 11. Could be 10. It will be. As Salmon drains the second. 1 of 2 that trip. 27-17 as we near the midway point of the third. Payne will trigger, length of the floor to go. Finds Lydell in the backcourt. Payne will end up getting it across right of the circle. Swings back left side. Trimble. Rams looking to set up a play here. It's Flota. He'll guide traffic. Give left wing for Badger. 4:33 to play in the third. Back over left side. Trimble wanted baseline. Not there. Looking to go back again. Has to shimmy out to Badger. Double pump by Badger. Now over to the right side. Lydell gets it from Flota. Back to the right wing. Payne. 4:20 to play in the third. It's a 10-point lead for the orange and black. 27-17. Payne, a fake. Drives baseline. Gets to the basket. Count it. 29-17.
How about
another
Clay
highlight for Clay Payne?
Wow. Big night for Clay Payne already. 11 points, and Mount Vernon still out on the run now by 12.
Left of the arc. There's Salmon again. He's been the man tonight for Althoff, in my opinion. Comes around baseline underneath. Nice reverse. It's good. 29-19. Back within 10 are the Crusaders.
That was handy. Round 3 Mount Vernon Rams with the up and under on the reverse.
Of course, come start a banking relationship at Community First Bank. You won't be disappointed. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking with locations in Ina, Dix, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. They'll bring you the player of the game tonight. Right of the circle, it's Badger. 3:35 to play in the third. Rams up 10. Nearly lost it, they do. It'll be picked away by Salmon on the back tap across the timeline. He'll attack the basket, left block, leans in, got a foul from his own man, and got the basket.
All right. Salmon right now is on a run. Greg Lee wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over. Boy, Salmon right now on a run of his own.
It's a year-end celebration of Ford Square. Check out the all-new F-150 with an exclusive EcoBoost engine, which means more power with better fuel efficiency. Test drive the large truck champion, 34 years running at Ford Square of Mount Vernon. You can count on us. Third quarter action from Changnon Gym. About 3 and change left to go in this third quarter. 29-21 is the Ram lead. Up 12 at one point. It's a 4-0 run by the Crusaders.
Yeah, that's the problem right now. Althoff's been able to get up and down the floor a little bit, and the only problem is you got to get back on defense. And then number 2, you got to take better shots. Those quick shots in the offense, you don't get back for rebound, allows the Rams to not be back in defensive position. Gut check time here. They've had it pretty easy so far. We'll see if Mount Vernon can handle this pressure.
Quick scoreboard update before we start play. The Orphans lead the Comanches at the half, 27-20. Woo, that's at the CHS Arena. We're here at Changnon Gym out of the timeout. Rams link the floor to go on the baseline trigger. Payne will cross left of the circle with 3:13 to play in the third quarter. Rams up just 8, 29-21. Badger with it left of the circle. As the clock will drop below 3 minutes here on this possession. Payne swings it left side. Trimble looking to drive. Shut off on the double team. Dangerous pass. Great height there from Badger to save. Back to the circle for Payne. Payne's going to hold on to it for a moment, allowing me to tell you that whether retirement is years or months away, open a retirement account that fits your lifestyle perfectly. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Right of the circle from Payne to Lydell. 2:40 to play in the quarter. Rams 29-21 with the lead at this point. Right wing, Payne looking to drive baseline. Floater, rims out. Rebound goes to Czerwinski. And here come the Crusaders up ahead. Markham looking for the jump stop. Now leans in on a... looking to toss it in is what he did. He tossed it too strong. Rebound to Badger. Coming across the timeline, it's Lydell. 2:13 to play in the third quarter. Rams up 8, 29-21. Double team comes near side. They're trying to frustrate. Swung back to Payne. Flota wide open left wing. Trying to kill some clock here are the Rams. Home whites tonight, orange trim. Black on the sides as well, with orange numerics trimmed in black. Crusaders in their away navy, gold trim, gold numbers. Badger still with it, left of the circle, swings right side for Lydell at the 146 mark. Third quarter, glad to have you. 29-21 is the Ram lead. Lydell with it left side, brings it right, finds Trimble on the wing with 136. Still third quarter. Trimble looking to drive now, almost shook a guy. Now throws to Badger, wants a three, off the mark. Not the shot Scotty wanted. Althoff rebound, it'll be Renner that brings it across right wing, finds Salmon. He's about 22, throws near side to Von Alst on the sideline. Renner with it up top. Looking for the crossover dribble against Flota. Floats it near side. Von Alst on the sideline. What row? And that'll be a turnover, Crusaders.
Yep, lost his footing. Couldn't remember where he was at on the floor. Stepped on that sideline out of bounds.
We'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
Worldwide on MyWithersRadio.com and on your radio at 94.1 FM, WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
1:08 to play here in the third quarter, Ram basketball. Glad to have you with us. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Jeff Crow with us from the Crow's Nest. Bringing you streaming video on MyWithersRadio.com. Far side, it is Lydell bringing around the circle, looking to swing around, finds Trimble at the wing. Left side, NBA three for Flota. No good, just a little short. Rebound to Markham, and here come the Crusaders with 45. Across the timeline, Renner looking to float to the basket against Feeser. It's good.
Somebody's got to step up and force him to shoot that shot earlier, at least cut him off and send him the other way.
37 seconds to go in the third. Ram lead shrunk to 6. They've cut it in half. 29-23, left of the circle with a half minute's pain. Right wing for Flota. Across the way, it's Feeser. 20 seconds to go now. Rams going to kill some clock. Don't foul out. Take control of your healthcare expenses with a tax advanced health savings account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Trimble with it at the circle, looking for the crossover. He's fouled by Salmon, and that'll be the team's second this half. Not a lot of fouls.
Not a lot of fouls. Of JV third quarter, that game only had one foul. They actually had no fouls until under about a minute to go.
Flota will trigger. Side out of bounds, front court. It'll go to Payne with 5. Steps right of the circle with 3. He's going to try to drive from the elbow. Leans in. Off the back of the iron. Tip back's no good. Payne got his own rebound and tried to stick it back. So the Rams will have to settle for a 29-23 lead here after 3. This is Rams basketball on WMIX.
On November 5th, Community First Bank and the First State Bank of Dix officially partner to better serve our customers and our community. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. We welcome all our new friends to the Community First family. And I'd like to personally invite you to call, log in, or drop by any of our 5 locations to learn more about Jefferson County's only true, locally owned community bank.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hometown proud Baroviax IGA. There's no better way to shop today, Baroviax IGA. If it's Baroviax, you know it's fresh for you and your family. If it's Baroviax, you got the best. We're hometown proud, you see. Hometown proud Baroviax IGA. Hometown proud Baroviax IGA.
For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at 94sports. Now back to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back to Changnon Gym. We start the fourth quarter. Rams will start with possession. They're up 29-23 against the Althoff Crusaders. And here we go. Lydell will cross at the circle. Man defense from the Crusaders to start. It'll be left wing for Flota from Trimble. Flota brings it back to the circle. 7:47 to play in regulation. It's 29-23. Rams with the advantage. They had a 12-point lead at one time. Let Althoff get back within 6. Lydell left of the circle, or excuse me, right of the circle, goes left for Trimble. Between the leg dribble, top of the key. Gets to the elbow, backs out wing, and now has it poked away by Renner, who nearly loses out of bounds. Recovered by Tyrell. Lob up ahead, Flota. Waits for the man to clear. It's no good. And the Rams squandered an opportunity. Flota gets his own rebound. Putback's no good. Somebody's fouled.
Well, one time there, Flota has to go up strong. He went up and was wanting contact, leading away from the defender. You will not get a call that way from an official. However, the second time he went up, he did get a foul.
Non-shooting opportunity. Floater will trigger to the right of the Ram basket. 7:16 to play in the fourth. They're up 29-23. Looking for Payne, possibly on a play here. Floater's going to throw all the way in the backcourt to Lydell. Great move there. That was all they had. Left wing, it's Trimble with 7:10 to play in the fourth. Coming around, Floater up top, back to Trimble, wide open for three. No. Rebound goes to Firmanik, and another defensive board for the Crusaders. Here comes Firmanik as he plows into Floater, gets the basket. Up the right block, Floater couldn't get set. Firmanik did the Tymos head lean in, and he'll go to the line for the and one.
Yeah, he got that foul, drew it, got to the rim. Big call there. If it goes Mount Vernon's way, Mount Vernon still with a 6-point lead. However, it's 4 looking at 3 if he can make the free throw.
Don't foul out. Take control of those healthcare expenses with a tax advance self-savings account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC.
Take the points off the board. They said it happened before.
That was a good catch by Ray Bates, because he went like a bull in a china shop and knocked Floater down before ever getting the shot off. So Renner will trigger. It'll be into Harms, who leaned in, looking to get the foul against Trimble. Salmon with it up top, looking to come near side. Dust kicks out to Renner. He'll drive, kicks out right wing. Harms into the corner. Firmanik's going to drive again. Use the baseline. Yep. Uses that strength, and now it's 29-25.
Yeah, I got to be careful here, Chris. Those two starting to get going right now with the guards, and Althoff becomes tough to defend.
Left side, it is Payne. Drops off for Badger. Now on the near side, Floater right of the circle to Clay Payne. Winning Edge can customize just about any activewear, like a t-shirt, sweatshirt, for the team, organization, or just for you. If you don't believe me, visit them online at winningedgeusa.com. Quality, service, and fast turnaround since 1977. Winning Edge of Centralia. Right wing, Payne. 6:15 to play in the fourth. 29-25 is the Ram lead, led by 12. Now the Crusaders on a little run here.
Mount Vernon patient, but you have to play to win there. You cannot play not to lose.
Floater, a big three left corner, no good. Rebound to Badger, and that's huge. He'll clear it out with triple nickel to go in the fourth, 5:55. Ram lead down to 4, 29-25. Left side is Badger. Back to the right for Lydell. Rams trying to make something happen, but Althoff has really stepped up here since about the midway point of the third. Badger looking to drive, has to back out left wing, comes around right of the circle for Trimble.
They tried to clear out for Badger that time, but the defense shut that play down. They have to run another one.
And they've done a great job of not allowing Leonte Badger many looks. He's in the circle with it now. 5:20 to play in the half. Fourth quarter. And now Trimble almost trying to avoid the wall. Turns it over. Here comes left side. Could have been a goaltending on Badger, but it's a block. Rebound for Manic. He's stripped, and that's a block on Clay Payne. 5:10 to play here in the fourth quarter. 29-25 is your score, and the Rams fans are up in arms.
Yeah, tough call. Toughest call to make as an official is that block charge. And it goes to Althoff's direction, and now Althoff with an opportunity to get some more points.
Firmanik at the line, trying to make it a 2-point game, and he will miss the first. Best he can do is 3. Who will be your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game? Community First Bank with more Jefferson County locations than anyone else. Locally owned with decisions made here. Proud supporters of the Rams and Jefferson County with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Not to mention Dix. Second one's good. It's a 3-point game, 29-26.
Want the ball here, Chris. Got to handle it.
Somebody needs to step up here in the fourth quarter. Payne crossed the timeline, left the circle. 5 to play. Rams up just 3. It's Lydell with it at the circle. Looks back to the right wing. Finds Tyrell. Trimble with the basketball. Good with his feet that time. Gets it back from Badger. Now right arc. The Althoff defense midway through the third quarter made some adjustments, and they have not let up. They were down as many as 12 at one point and have worked it back within 3 as we near the midway point of this fourth quarter. Floater with it, trying to drive. Hands off to Trimble, who almost lost it. Lydell with it will bring it around from the elbow. Pushed away by Sullivan. He'll get the steal from Firmanik. Blocked by Payne, and Payne will pick up the foul. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Sullivan. He can make it a 1-point game.
Now, Mount Vernon's not doing a very good job of handling the basketball right now. They're dribbling into spots on the floor. The defense comes. Then they pick it up, gets it taken away. Couple bumps, they've lost the basketball a couple times. Just cannot allow the basketball to be taken away as easily as it has been.
4:23 to play in the fourth quarter. 29-26 as of now, but Salmon has 2 at the line, and he will make the first. Any quick scoreboard updates we can get in?
Couple quickies into 3. Wayne City over Christopher, 30-25. Halftime, El Dorado trails Fairfield, 32-30. At the half, Harrisburg over Murphy, 36-16. Into 3, Heron over Benton, 47-37.
At the line here is Salmon. That scoreboard update presented by Tony Wilt State Farm Insurance. More about Anthony after the free throw. It's good. 1-point game, 29-28, midway through this fourth quarter.
This seems to be the storyline of the Mount Vernon Rams.
We'll see if they can battle back in this one. Up just 1. 4:15 to play in the fourth. Payne with the basketball, throws it left sideline for Trimble. Have to make good decisions here. Trimble with it left wing. Back to Payne up top. He'll swing it around right wing for Lydell.
You see Althoff over aggressively defending the passing lanes right now.
Right wing for Flota. Up top, it's Payne. Nice pass to Flota. Desperately wants the 3, but knows he has to find a good shot opportunity, and there hasn't been one for a few minutes. Left of the circle, Clay Payne with the basketball, looking to set something up here for the Rams. Trying to lead Lydell. There was nothing there, so Payne will back up. If you miss going to the bank at the half, don't worry. Bank in the stands with Banterra's mobile banking. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Still Badger with it right in the circle. Now goes left wing for Payne. 3:25 to play in the fourth. 29-28. Rams are up just 1. Left of the circle, it's Lydell. Drops it off. Trimble. Now Flota for a big 3. Off the mark. Rebound Badger, and he'll have to clear out.
What a rebound.
That's going to be huge.
Yeah.
And now we'll have a reach foul on Renner, and this could be where Althoff starts to fall apart.
Well, that's a huge rebound. I mean, Flota has to take that shot. He's open. He's got a 3. Best look that Mount Vernon's had offensively. And then Badger goes through the air, gets another one of those rebounds, his 5th of the night. And Mount Vernon retains the possession. Both teams with 14 fouls apiece. So now the question will be, when will fouling come into factor here?
Here comes the inbound. It'll be Payne. Near side, Flota trying to keep control of that sideline. He's fouled. And that'll be a foul on Von Alsten. Something like that.
I agree.
What's his name? Von Alst. I had it right the first time.
Mount Vernon just, walking that fine line right now.
That they are. Inbound comes side out of bounds to Payne from Badger. Right in the circle, Clay Payne. We drop below the 3-minute mark here in the fourth. Payne looking to make a move. Finds Trimble right wing. He'll drive. Shut off baseline. And they'll back it out. Ram lead is just 1, 29-28. Glad to have you with us. WMIX, MyWithersRadio.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Jeff Crow with us. Jesse Clark's back at the studio. Right wing Payne back to the circle for Lydell at the 2:40 mark. Rams lead is 1. Up 12 in the third. Down to just a 1-point lead here. And here comes Quarles to try to give Althoff the lead, and he will. Payne turned away from the contact, and now a chance to tie and take the lead of the line for Mesh Quarles as he draws the foul.
Quarles stuck those hands in there, and Payne was looking over the defense, and as he looked over, Quarles stuck the hands in, took the ball away, and now at the line. And again, here we are, big lead third quarter. Mount Vernon trying to hang on. Been kind of the MO of the Rams this season.
They have struggled late. 2:30 to play here, fourth quarter action, a 1-point ball game. And here comes the first free throw, no good from Nash Quarles. So he can tie it. And that is certainly not a position you want to be in if you're the Rams here. I think that goes without saying. Second one will be en route before you know it. Here it comes. Back iron over the backboard. Should be Ram basketball.
Yep.
But instead, the Rams get the better of it, as that'll be a foul on Salmon. First, let me tell you, that scoreboard update a moment ago was brought to you by Tony Wilt. For all of your insurance financial service needs, call Tony Wilt, your local State Farm agent. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or on the corner of 42nd South Water Tower in Mount Vernon. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You can tell Mr. Badger again with another big rebound, 6. And some of them have been huge in this fourth quarter.
Trigger will come with the length of the floor to go on the baseline. Payne a quick into Trimble. He'll get it back. He'll bring it up against Caleb Harms. Right of the circle. Man defense here for the Crusaders. 2:18 to play in the ballgame. Left wing, it is Payne. Looking back right, the circle finds Flota. Now right wing for Liddell. Not a lot of action on the Rams offensive front here in the fourth quarter. Payne with it, right corner, he's fouled. And that'll be Caleb Harms' fourth, I believe.
And we're going to shoot the 1-on-1. So now it becomes make your free throws, win a game. Miss your free throws, might lose one also.
So with 2:03 to play, Clay Payne in the line, and these are huge 3 free throws for CP.
They're all huge. But it seems like those won in the fourth quarter mean more, even though they're the same amount of points in the fourth quarter as they are the first.
Who will be your first player of the game? We will see. Payne has some big free throws to make, misses them. Badger goes for the rebound, taken away by Harms. And now the Crusaders again, a chance to tie or take the lead here with 1:57 to play in regulation. Timeout, Althoff. This timeout is presented by King City Chrysler. Imported from Detroit to Mount Vernon, the Chrysler 200 extends well beyond its mid-size shadow with character, comfort, and fuel efficiency. Receive huge cash discounts on all new remaining 200s at King City Chrysler in Mount Vernon. Little over a minute to play here, Danny. 29-28 is your score. Rams up just one, and they just have not been able to make anything happen here in the fourth quarter.
No, and offensively, Mount Vernon again, just like last Friday night, no points in the fourth quarter. They are 0 of 5 from the field, 0 for 3, 0 for 2.
It was 29-23 to end the third, wasn't it?
I guess. I probably put them in the wrong spot. Good point.
Well, I was just checking.
29-23, and we still have 29.
I forgot to write it down.
Yeah, so it's scoreless. Same thing as last week.
Rams can ill afford a mistake here. How for real are the Collinsville Jayhawks? With a minute to go at home against O'Fallon, they lead 49-38.
I heard Darren Lee can coach a little bit.
You know, I've heard that too.
Took a couple of years, but it's rolling.
Sometimes it takes a while to get it going your way.
It's going to be a.k.a. Richard Keene days shortly.
Minute 55 to go. Belleville will inbound in front of the scorer's table. Salmon with it right at the circle. Coming to the near elbow, and oh my, what's the call here?
Hand check.
So Liddell will pick up the team's 6th foul. I believe that's his 3rd. So Althoff will trigger. Von Alst will have it to the left of the basket. Looking for the back door to Fermanic. He will lean in against Badger. Foul and no bucket. So Fermanic will go to the line to shoot 2 here to try to tie it and take the lead.
They isolated Fermanic underneath in the post, and there's nothing Mount Vernon can do. That size and strength. And Scott Gamber wanted a legal screen or his moving screen, and now Johnson Lee will talk it over with Ray Bates out near the volleyball line. Now he will say we can play.
Same thing happening in the Orphans tonight. They trail Cahokia 37-35 to start the fourth. Free throws no good. The best Fermanic can do can tie. 29-28, 1:45 to go in the fourth. Hand check, or excuse me, a foul that time on the shot by Leonte Badger, and Fermanic looks to tie. Makes the second. We're tied at 29, 1:45 to go.
Well, 2 points win a game in the fourth quarter. We'll see from Mount Vernon. Call timeout. Can't get it in.
Payne able to get it in last second to Trimble. Payne has it back. 1:40 to play in the fourth. Tied at 29. Rams and Crusaders across the timeline. Payne finally. Right side. Liddell goes to flow to left. Now back to the circle. Jaron Liddell. Handoff comes at the wing. Trimble gives it back to flow to left wing. Now right wing. Trimble looking for the crossover. Drives. Looks back door for Badger. Badger kicks it back up top for Trimble. Nothing was there. Badger wide open on the wing, and he will carry the back. Travel.
Out of offense. There's no reason to pass it out there at that point. And now Althoff has that opportunity to run the clock and try to win on the last shot.
29-29. Tied. 1:14 to play in regulation. It'll be Salmon bringing it across the timeline near side. Glad to have you with us on WMIX. Like our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. Salmon kicks out back door. Fermanic looking for the lead. No. Rebound to Harms near side. He'll go up, fouled by Floto, who thought he'd taken it away. And that'll stick Caleb Harms at the line with 1 minute to go.
And they've done nothing in Florida. Nothing you can do. I mean, you're going to give those guys that position. You're going to give up rebounds like that. And Althoff has really made a killing offensively on rebounds here in this fourth quarter.
With a minute to play. Harms at the line to try to unlock this 29-29 tie. First one's on the way. It's no good. One in bonus, pardon me. I thought they gave him the shot.
I thought they gave him 1 and 2 shots as well.
I thought I saw the 2 held up. So Rams get the big rebound there. 52 seconds to go. Left wing, it's Trimble. Tied at 29. It is Payne with it right side. Bounce pass between the circles for Badger. 45 seconds to go in the fourth. Right side, Trimble. He looks around to the left, able to find Badger. And with a right-hand dribble, as anticlimactic as that can be, it'll be back to the near side. Payne with it, it's circle from Flota. Back to the left side now. Leonte Badger with the basketball, left of the circle. 23 seconds to go, fourth quarter, tied at 29. Front court with the basketball. Badger looks sideline for Payne. Man defense. A lot of pressure here from the Crusaders, rather.
Get it in Trimble's hands and let's play.
With 10. Feels like deja vu. With 8 at top of the key. 6 now. Makes his move, crossover, left elbow, shot up. Good! Good with 3, and Trimble makes it 31-29. 0.8 of a second left on the clock. Althoff will probably get some more time to work with. Tyrell kept running after the timeout.
Tyrell, the terrific. What else can you say? Back-to-back games, Trimble knocks down the last-second shot. The officials are going to talk about putting time back on the clock, but Trimble, again, Tyrell, the terrific.
This timeout is presented by Ford Square. Should be probably about 2.2 to be honest. Timeout is full. We'll see what they give them. 31-29 is your score. Rams up 2. Trimble comes up huge again. And it's a 2-point Ram lead. So we will see what happens if they give them any time at all. Still says 0.8.
Can't change it. You don't have instant replay to go back and check it.
You have to be positive if you do, and it does. 1.9 is what they give them. 1.9 tenths of a second left on the fourth quarter clock.
That makes a difference because now Althoff can go full court. We've seen this again. You guard the inbounds. That's a Rick Pitino reference. You guard the inbound, and you got to make it as tough as possible for them to catch and go the length of the floor.
Don't get a technical in an embarrassing situation. Make sure you've opted in your debit card for overdraft purchases. Banterra Bank is the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, banking with local style. 1.9 ticks to go on the fourth quarter clock. The Ram lead 2. Tyrell Trimble, big again, nails the jumper. And that seems to be his M.O. Make it dramatic, make it fun, make the basket.
It's nice to have that security blanket to rely on, but again, you're still 1.9 seconds away. Do not get beat backdoor. Scott Gamber's going to call a timeout. Check this over.
He wants a full. We'll keep it here. Of course, this timeout's presented by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Full timeout, Danny. 31-29. Rams up 2. Dramatic basket by Trimble. Chaos Cage ready to go crazy. What do you do here if you're Scott Gamber defensively to try to prevent the accident from happening?
You cannot let them get a good look. They're going to be able to run the baseline down below, so you've got to keep a guy on. The guy defending the pass can't be caught running over somebody on a screen to foul. Once that's done, you got to try to defend it where the ball is caught in the back court. That way the catch is made, the time starts running, use all your time in order to get that going. That way you don't get a look. If they get it to half court before it's touched, and they go kind of a case of where Ole Miss got beat by Valpo back in '98 in the NCAA tournament, catch, pass, shoot, that's another thing you got to be careful. But your option is to keep it caught in the backcourt to make that clock start running.
Otherwise known as 45-44 Cahokia 1 year ago, this very floor. Nice Bryce Drew reference, though, without referencing Bryce Drew. Exactly. Well done. 31-29 your score. 1.9 ticks left to go on the fourth quarter clock. And the Rams nursing a 2-point lead here. They're only 2 points in the quarter. Could be the biggest. And Nostradamus, don't think I forgot you didn't say that.
I know. I didn't forget either.
Great prediction earlier. You'll call it tomorrow. There's no doubt on the Saturday Sports Show. Fermanek will trigger. Length of the floor to go. Where will the inbound come? He can run the baseline. Gets it in. Nearly taken away. Trimble with the steal. Throws it up at the buzzer. No good. 31-29. The Rams win it. And Tyrell Trimble makes the basket. Forces the turnover, and the Rams win this one, 31-29. We'll be back with the Bean Insurance postgame show. This is Rams basketball, presented by Banterra Bank.
Does this sound familiar? I can't stand this job. I just wish I had time to go back to school, but with work and family.
I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to, and they're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's it like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our jobs for once.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out their website at rlc.edu/Studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
Hello, I'm Morgan. A few months ago, my gynecologist said that I needed surgery, a hysterectomy. I thought for sure I'd have to leave Southern Illinois to have it done, but I was surprised to find out that not only could Good Samaritan Regional Health Center do the surgery, they had one of the nation's most advanced surgical systems. They called it the Da Vinci. It was basically this robot that translated whatever movements the surgeon was making into even tinier, more precise movements. My doc even told me that over 100 of these procedures had been done at Good Samaritan. Well, the surgery went great, and I was out of the hospital in no time. And because I was close to home, my whole family was with me every step of the way. Good Samaritan is my new hospital of choice. And starting in 2013, they'll be opening an all-new regional health center with even more advanced services. It makes me happy to know they'll still be around when my kids have families and need specialized medical care. That means a lot to me.
Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar.
Change is good. Change is also easy with People's National Bank Switch Kit. Simply follow a few easy steps to discover what banking with a true community-focused bank is like. Hi, this is Star Reed with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. Stop by and let me show you how easy it is to start banking with People's National Bank. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Lincoln dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. It can upload your photos, play your music, download your contacts, and even find the nearest restaurant if you're hungry. It's synced with My Lincoln Touch on the 2012 Lincoln MKX. By using your voice or simply tapping a brilliant 8-inch LCD screen, synced with My Lincoln Touch allows you to control entertainment, phone, climate, and available navigation settings. And now, technology that will amaze you also comes with standard coverage that will comfort you, 4-year or 50,000-mile complimentary maintenance. It's time to get out and see what's new. May I suggest a test drive in a new Lincoln MKX? Lincoln, it's just not luxury, it's smarter than that. Come see us at Ford Square 51 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
If I could change anything, you know what I'd change? I'd make it a law that if you tell someone to have a nice day, you really have to mean it. 100%.
Making your day better than it started out is what makes Erie Insurance above all in service. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. And have a nice day.
Your Erie agent in Mount Vernon is the Bean Insurance Agency. Get a quote at beaninsurance.net.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX. The Bean Insurance postgame show starts now.
And welcome back to Changnon Gym. We're joined right away on the Bean Insurance postgame show by Scott Gamber, whose team wins big here tonight at home, 31-29 over the Althoff Crusaders. Scott, scary at times, not going to lie. Rams scored just 2 points in the fourth quarter, but it was only 2 points they needed.
Yeah, well, I can remember being on here after one of the games at the Heron tournament and somebody saying ugly win. And I said, oh, well, you know, we got to win ugly tonight. That's an ugly win, and we don't want to win the way we won tonight. I mean, we've got to be better than what we were tonight. I thought we played a good first half. I thought we had a good defensive second half, but we really did some things not like we want to offensively there in the second half. Huge drought again. Couldn't make a shot. made turnovers, and we cannot play like that. Now, if we're on the road tonight, we get beat. Luckily we're at home. Luckily our guys made enough stops. They missed enough free throws down the stretch that it kept us alive. And then just like last weekend, Tyrell makes the shot that wins us the game. But we've got to do better than what we did tonight. I mean, told our guys, you've always got to be happy after a conference win. But we can't be too happy with the way we played tonight. We've got to get a lot better. And I thought we had a really good week of practice. I thought our guys, battled tonight. I don't think it was a lack of effort. I just think it was a lack of making plays. And I thought Clay played really well. Early in the game, I thought he got to the basket a lot, and they took a lot of that away. And I felt we lost a little bit of our aggressiveness there. And I thought we had good looks. I mean, we got Trevor some good looks. We got Tyrell some good looks. We got the ball around the basket. I feel bad about getting on Leonte like I did for the missed dunk early in the game, because I think by doing that, I kind of took him out of his game a little bit.
We would have done the same thing. We in that situation. Not pull him from the game, but
get on him. And I wish I wouldn't have done that early, because I think it got him a little frustrated. And he can play a lot better than what he did tonight, and he's going to, hopefully.
I thought they did a good job. Of course, we're talking to Scott Gamber here on the Bean Insurance postgame show, WMIX Mount Vernon, 31-29 your final. I thought they really kind of just did a good job themselves of taking Leonte out of his element. They played him very well.
They did. They played him really well. I was surprised by who they put on him, but it turned out it was a really smart matchup. I thought Leonte could maybe have some success tonight if Quarles or Furman guarded him. They don't do that. They put more of a guard on him, and that really bothered Leonte a little bit. It took his driving away, and we survived, and I guess that's what I told our guys. At the end of the year, nobody's going to remember how you won. It's just going to be that you won. But we got to get a lot better down the stretch.
I thought in the second half, Althoff made a couple of changes defensively, and got out to the lead. They called a timeout. Those changes kind of messed around, and then it seemed like we kind of backed out of that way as far as Payne lost his aggressive. Trimble kind of stopped looking for his shot. It was kind of Althoff that put us back in the situation not being able to score.
Definitely. And, they really increased the pressure. And I still feel like that as the year goes on, that's going to work to our advantage. I think I hope we're going to get better in those situations, because when that happens, there are a lot of opportunities out there because of the gambling that they're having to do. Right now, we're not able to take advantage of those. We're turning it over too much and not finishing when the opportunity's there. I thought, and I think, again, I think part of this is kind of my fault for jumping on Leonte. I thought Leonte had some opportunities on offensive rebounds where he could have put it back. Instead, he brought it back out. And, I kind of take blame for that, because I think, I jumped him a couple times quick. And then I think, for a guy that hasn't played a lot, he's probably thinking, what's coach wanting me to do? And, I think that's partially for me to blame that I kind of got on him early.
How important is it with the schedule, the way it's worked? A whole week of practice last week, 2 games. A week of practice this week's 1 game. Now another week before 2 more. How important has that been to get practice time with a younger group of team?
I think good. I mean, like I said, I thought we had a really good week of practice. I thought offensively we're making a lot of strides. It just did not carry over late in the ball game tonight. But we got Cahokia and Waterloo next weekend. Then we got a long gap. We play Friday, Saturday. Then it's like a couple weeks almost before we play another game. So I think that's where we're going to have to get better. We've got to do whatever we can to get 2 wins next weekend, and then really go to work over Christmas break and go into that. But tonight's an important win. We're 6-2 now. Seeding for the Centralia Holiday Tournament's going to come out. Obviously our 2 losses are not good losses. The Centralia loss, I think, is looking better and better as O'Fallon. Centralia gives O'Fallon everything they want. They're giving Cahokia everything they want tonight. Heron, we needed to win that game, but we've got quality wins. We beat East St. Louis, we beat Marion, we beat Althoff. Hopefully we can get a decent seed in that tournament and have some success.
Key to that, though, is you got to get 3 or 4 games in, don't you?
That's exactly.
That's the whole key.
That's the whole key. Is try to get 4 in, whichever way you can. And we've been lucky. 2 of the last 3 years, we've gotten 4 in, and we need to do that again.
Scott, big win tonight. Congratulations. We'll talk to you tomorrow at about 8:30.
All right, sounds great.
Saturday Sports Show tomorrow. Scott Gamber joined us tonight. Big 31-29 win. We'll take a break. But first, Bean Insurance is an independent agency that can do the insurance shopping for you. Bean Insurance has multiple top insurance companies to choose from with great rates for your family. Call Bean Insurance 242-6017. That's 242-6017. 31-29 your final. We'll take a break. Come back. Talk some more. This is the Bean Insurance postgame show on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
America is a nation on wheels. Everyone has at least one automobile. We use them for shopping, work, everything we do. But they can be a threat. Some accidents can't be prevented. Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview and Mount Vernon, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. Call Page Insurance today at 242-7000 about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Ask them about the many money-saving discounts that are available. Depend on your hometown professionals. Pekin Insurance.
Rams letter jackets, All Stars and Stitches Rams cheerleading jackets, All Stars and Stitches Rams hoodies, All Stars and Stitches Rams t-shirts, All Stars and Stitches Rams car stickers, All Stars and Stitches Rams yard signs, All Stars and Stitches Rams apparel, All Stars and Stitches anything Mount Vernon Rams, All Stars and Stitches.
Okay, I get it. I can get anything Mount Vernon Rams at All Stars and Stitches. But where in the world is All Stars and Stitches?
All Stars and Stitches. We're located in Benton, half a block from the Benton High School. Our phone number is 618-435-5555. Give us a call.
Hey, are you thinking of starting your own business? Or maybe you already own your own business and have tax questions? Call Heartland Accounting today. At Heartland Accounting, we specialize in small business planning. Let us help you with your business bookkeeping, sales taxes, payroll taxes, or maybe just some solid business advice. Get started right and let us help you make your business a success. Call Heartland Accounting of Mount Vernon today at 244-7077 or stop by 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
With more in-game score updates than anyone else, this is Rams basketball on WMIX.
And welcome back to the Bean Insurance postgame show live from Changnon Gym, WMIX, online at mywithersradio.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski, Jeff Crow still with us as well. Jesse Clark is back at the studio. We are your official film provider for the Mount Vernon Rams here on WMIX, something to keep in mind. Like us, WMIX Sports. Follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports. The former, not the latter, of course, was Facebook. WMIX Sports on Facebook. We'll have highlights from tonight's game. And we'll talk with Scott Gamber again tomorrow on the Saturday Sports Show at about 8:30. Of course, Sean Doherty will lead things off, the wrestling coach here at Mount Vernon Township High School. We've even booked Dave Wagner already for next week on the Saturday Sports Show as we'll talk Rams and Lady Rams bowling. That'll be next Saturday. You won't want to miss that. Of course, good luck to the Rams and Lady Rams bowlers tomorrow at the conference tournament down there in Carbondale. So that said, it is time to get you some scoring and stats. Of course, this is the Bean Insurance postgame show. Chances are you're paying too much for auto insurance. Discounts await at the Bean Insurance Agency, but you won't know how much you can save until you give them a call, 242-6017. That's 242-6017. 31-29 your final. Rams win it by 2. Just took 2 points in the fourth quarter. Let's take a look at your stats and scoring.
Oh, my goodness. It was for Mount Vernon. They were 9 of 19 for two-point range, 47%, 3 of 10 from the arc for 30%. The Rams, 12 of 29 from the field for 41%. All Althoff was 10 of 22 from two-point range, 45%. 1 of 5 from the arc for 20. They go 11 of 27 from the field for 41%. Free throw shooting, Mount Vernon 4 of 7, 57%. Althoff 6 of 12, 50%. They're going to look back on this game film, are the Crusaders, and wonder what could have been with all the free throws they missed. Rebounding went to Mount Vernon, 17-14 turnovers, though. Mount Vernon had 11, Althoff had 8. Mount Vernon had 16 points in the paint to Althoff's 14. Bench scoring was even at 5. The Crusaders had 6 players scoring the game. Eldon Salmon led the way with 12 points. Eric Firmanek had 7. Kevin Renner had 4. Alston Von Alst had 3. And Ryan Markham and Nesh Quarles had 2 points apiece. The Mount Vernon Rams tonight, 6 players scoring the game, 1 in double figures. Clay Payne with 11 points tonight, 7 in the first half, 4 in the second. Trevor Flota had 6. Wyman Cantley 3. Also, Michael Feaser 2, Leonte Badger 2, and of course the big 7, the big 2 points, the winning shot, Tyrell Trimble with 7 points for a final score of Mount Vernon 31, Althoff 29.
Scoring and stats presented by Heartland Accounting. Get started right. Let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert. Scoreboard update. Let's go ahead and do one.
You want to get one? I got lots and plenty of scores. End of the first quarter was Chester losing to Cessna-Valera 17-6. Final score, Pinckneyville beats Carterville tonight 52-34. At the end of 3, it was Fairfield over El Dorado 46-39. At the half, ZR over Alvarado 20-14. Final score, East across the way at Wayne City. The Indians beat Christopher tonight at home 44-34. It was Breeze Mater Dei at home beating Woodlawn 66-55. End of 3 quarters, Harrisburg over Murfreesboro 58-30. At Benton or Heron tonight, the Tigers beat the Rangers 61-51. It was end of 3, Cahokia over Centralia 37-35. At half, Meridian over Egyptian 29-24. Late third, Hamilton County over Vienna 51-43. Late third, Carmi over Johnston City 38-32. And the JB Rams tonight go to 2-0, beating Althoff 57-25.
Rock, Chalk, K-Hawk. They defeat the O'Fallon Panthers tonight. Collinsville does 69-53. And we have a final from Centralia. The Orphans fall to Cahokia 57-46. So that means Cahokia is all alone 2-0 atop.
The old driver's seat, as they would like to say.
And we will see that one next Friday night. We hope you'll join us online with video at mywithersradio.com if you can't make the trip, or listen on the radio 94.1 FM WMIX. This is the Bean Insurance Postgame Show. Of course, that was a State Farm scoreboard update. For all your financial services, see Tony Wilt, 42nd Street South Water Tower in Mount Vernon. You have another score?
DuQuoin defeats AJ tonight 48-42 on the road. Good win for Gabe Savita and his DuQuoin Indians.
Of course, Meridian defeats Egyptian 70-52. Meridian now 9-0 on the year. Brownstown leads Windsor 58-47. Oh, no, that is a final. My apologies. I misread that.
Oh, and I got a girls mention here. Also a final score. ZRC beat Pope County 50-37. That's a girls high school score.
Of course, boys side still. Vandalia defeats Greenville tonight 48-38. Again, you'll find all of these scores later on the tonight. WMIX Sports Facebook page, in addition to a lineup for tomorrow's Saturday Sports Show. Like us on Facebook, WMIX Sports. Busy sports show tomorrow. We'll tell you about that after we give you a Community First Bank player of the game. We'll pause, take a break, come back with that here on the Bean Insurance Postgame Show. But first, independent agencies keep the customer in mind. Bean Insurance has relationships with dozens of insurance companies, allowing you to get the right price with the right service, regardless of your personal history. Call Bean Insurance or stop by for the right coverage with a personal touch. We'll take a break, come back with player of the game. This is Rams basketball. 31-29 your final. Rams win this one on WMIX.
Sports fans can be the hardest people to shop for, so WMIX has the perfect gift idea. A little more Saturday Sports Show. Tell the fanatic in your family to tune in to WMIX AM 940 on Saturday mornings after the 8 o'clock news. We talk to the coaches they want, provide the insight they crave, and the scores they need. The best part? We'll take care of the gift wrap. The Saturday Sports Show, every week on WMIX and mywithersradio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Whether you're an Integra customer needing a new home or just tired of the constant changes associated with big corporate banking, you do have a choice. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins with Community First Bank. We built our business around one goal, your needs. With 5 locations and a team of your friends and neighbors to support you, your banking solutions are handled right here at home. And to make your move easy, we have new account specials and personal bankers ready to help.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX. Time for the Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game.
And welcome back to Changnon Gym. The Mount Vernon Rams win this one tonight, 31-29 over the Althoff Crusaders. Chris Hugo, Dan Czerwinski alongside it. Your Bean Insurance postgame show. One last thing to do here, and that is your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game.
Any ideas?
Nope.
Really?
You tell me.
Huh.
It's your call tonight.
I would say goes right down to the bitter end, and you go to the security blanket, and Tyrell Terrific was pretty good. Clay Payne was good early.
I was being partially facetious. I think it has to be Tyrell.
I think it has to be Tyrell the Terrific.
Because not only did Tyrell Trimble Terrific, whichever you prefer, come up with the big basket. He forced a turnover that prevented them from getting a shot off.
Yep.
So there you have it.
Yep.
Tyrell Trimble, your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game. And for all intents and purposes, you heard it here first, he will be your Ram of the Week. That award presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Great traditions aren't given, they're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what they believe in at Community First Bank of the Heartland. Proud sponsors of the Rams. A great tradition. That will do it for us here tonight. The Mount Vernon Rams defeat the Althoff Crusaders by a final of 31-29. For Danny Czerwinski, for Jeff Crow, for Jesse Clark back to the studio, and for everyone at Withers Broadcasting, thank you for listening to Rams basketball on WMIX and watching online at mywithersradio.com. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook, you'll find highlights there tomorrow. Also, our lineup for the Saturday Sports Show. And most importantly, more scores than you could ever dream of. Like us there, WMIX Sports on your Facebook page. I'm Chris Hugo, reminding you of the final score of the Mount Vernon Rams 31, the Althoff Crusaders 29. Good night.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX and watching worldwide on mywithersradio.com. Rams basketball is powered by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Banterra Bank. Banking with local style. The Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX are also sponsored by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to personal banking. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. Ren Lake College. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Heartland Accounting. All Stars and Stitches. Bean Insurance. Central Christian Church. And People's National Bank. For inside information before, during, and after the game, follow us on Twitter at 94sports or like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Your home for news, sports, and today's hot country. We are the legendary WMIX.